Hey everyone, it's Jen with ChappyPlans. Happy Memory Planning Monday. It's time for a process video. I'm super excited to jump in and share what I'm going to do today. So if you'd like to see, stick around. Hey friends, thanks for joining me for another Memory Planning Monday video. I am going to be doing a full week process video, so it'll probably be sped up times 8 million so that this video is not an hour long. But last week was this beauty, or actually, well, you would have seen this a couple weeks ago because last week's was sort of like a special, we interrupt this program to share all the December daily things. So this was the last Memory Planning Monday content video that I shared, and I talk about all of the things in here on that video, so you'll have to check it out. But I love it. I'm obsessed. This has been a really, really fun new insert that I've started, and I feel like this is the first one where I'm really getting like the hang of things, if you will, even though this is like my third insert, but that's cool. There's definitely a learning curve with all of this. So this will be for, oh, I forgot to stamp the month. Oopsie. We're in July. So it'll be July 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30, 31. And that'll be the end of the month. So I have a lot of photos. They are, let's see. Let's see, this would be Thursday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Those are all from Tuesday. I think this is Monday. Oh wait, nope, this is all the same day. What day is this? Okay, 27th. And when this was over the weekend, that was Saturday. Friday, Saturday, Friday, I think. Yeah. So nothing, is Monday the 25th? Okay. So there's really nothing on Monday, I guess. Oh, and that goes on the 31st. Oh, there was a couple peeking. 31st. Okay, so there's nothing for Monday, which is fine because I have quite a few photos here. But I like to lay them all out just so I can sort of see what colors are popping out to me. And I see green, blue, like lots of bright colors. So I think what I'm gonna do is use this Reaching Out paper pad from Jen Hadfield as like my inspiration. I like to pick a patterned paper. And I am not going to really do any talking before this. I will just speed up the camera and start doing my voiceover because I'm afraid this is like the first time I'm doing a full week all in one go. So hopefully it's not super long, but I will share with you over my voiceover what's happening. So let's go. So I'm just picking patterned papers out of that 6x8 paper pad, and then I went to my stash of pre-cut envelopes and pockets to see if any of them would work for this spread. And I found one, and then I did some die cutting. I used Heidi Swap's die cut there to make a couple of envelopes, and then I used these new to me florals from Momenta. I picked those up at Hobby Lobby to make a couple of flowers. I thought they might work because of the flower pattern paper that I chose. And there's just something so satisfying about die cutting. I'm really, really, really into it right now. So I am going to do a bunch of shuffling, and first I gotta score these envelopes. And I'm trying to figure out how I want to tell Monday's stories. So I always sand my photos and my papers because I just really like the distressed look. And then I'm just going through some of my Heidi Swap story Stop the Blur kits to see if there's any kind of extra little pockets I want to add. And I cut that one down that I had pre-cut, that heart one, that heart pocket, so that it would fit that spot. And then used that tag from one of the paper blocks to do the journaling for Monday. Tuesday had a lot of photos, so I was trying to figure out which ones I wanted to feature and then how I was going to hide the rest. So I knew I wanted to put this yellow pocket there that I had used from a previously die cut pocket from scrapbook.com. It's the nested pocket set, and I really like the yellow because I wanted yellow to be a featured color, especially with it matching the top of the planner insert. And then I decided to back the photos with white label paper so that I could journal on them. And it just makes them a little bit more sturdy. That way when I tuck them into the pocket, they're all nice and neat. And I was looking for something to embellish the front of that pocket with that wouldn't take away from the color. So I have these printables from the Stop the Blur class on clear paper, and I use my $1.25 tree tool to secure it, make sure it doesn't have any bubbles. And then these colors matched really well, and I ended up just using half of one for a little pop of that yellow at the top there where it says today. And now I'm going through the ephemera. There's 2 ephemera kits in there from the Jen Hadfield Reaching Out collection in that drawer. And I'm just kind of playing around trying to figure out which one should go on the right. And then I'm like, oh wait, I have thickers and I have the 6x12 sticker sheet as well. And I went with that heart sticker because the florals match the florals that I will be using in the envelope that I die cut. And then I forgot about this last photo that was when Passion Planner accepted me as an ambassador. So I took a screenshot of that, and I was trying to clip all the photos together and put them in the pocket, but I just couldn't figure out how to make it look cute. So you'll see I end up removing the ice cream paper clip later, even though it's a really cute paper clip. And there is the envelope that I die cut in the beginning, and I just flip it over so it looks like a sleeve. Took a circle punch and punched out a notch so it indicates that you need to pull something out. And then I decided, oh, this house is perfect because this is around the house. I just fussy cut the white border. And then again, I'm backing the photo so I can journal. And this time I'm using a rainbow paper clip from the Jen Hadfield collection to kind of act as the tab to pull those photos in and out of that pocket sleeve. In the bottom last column, I'm going to be, or row I should say, I'm going to be putting the picture of Nora and I when she had her endoscopy procedure. I realized I didn't print out a photo of that, so I just used my HP sprocket. And then I want to do some stamp therapy. So I forgot at the beginning of the video I showed you that I didn't put July, so I stamped July on last week's spread, and then I did all the numbers. I cut it out, so I'm showing you here I'm doing it, and then I smeared it everywhere. I made a huge mess and I regretted using this red, but I ended up covering it with some sticker paper. And then now is me doing my stamp therapy that's going to go with the photo of Nora getting her endoscopy procedure. So I'm just stamping different sentiments of things that I think coordinate with that story. So pray first, doubt not, fear not, prayers. Those come from the Faith 6x8 set from Heidi Swap. And then I love these stars. They're probably one of my favorite stamps that I've used the most, off of a Stories by the Month kit. And then Keep on Keeping On. I decided to bring in some of those little circles. One says every little thing is going to be all right, and then the other one that I decided to use says it's fine, I'm fine, everything is fine. And I did the journaling on the right side of that label I created, I guess, that stamp label. Trimmed it and popped it right on the page. It's a lot easier to stamp on sticker paper or vellum than it is on the planner insert. Then I need to cover up where I smudged the red ink, so I used that Celebrate because we had friends coming in from out of town to stay with us, and it was Nora's first time having a sleepover. Really wanted to use this yellow bug car because we did do a little road trip, so I figured out a way to attach it to this tag, and then, which is from the Heidi Swap shop, and then just cut down the vellum so it fit a little bit better and slides a little bit more easy in and out of that vellum pocket. And then I was trying to figure out how I was going to tell the story of us all going to Six Flags, because there are several photos and it was one day. So that's me just doing some shuffling, and I end up just doing a simple flip up, and then the journaling on the note card. And I'm so glad I get to house these stories because this was her first sleepover, so that's kind of a big deal. And then the next day we went to the farmer's market and the kids got balloons made, and now I'm just trying to figure out how I want to tell the rest of these stories. So I'm putting some glue on the back of this die cut. I'm adding it to the inside just for some color, and because I took the time to die cut them, right? So I'm like, they may not be featured on the main part of the spread, like right to the naked eye, but when you flip up and pull out, then you'll be able to see them. So I managed to squeeze them in there. And then I incorporated this yellow file folder from a Stop the Blur kit and the story of the tea party that Nora went to at our church Sunday after our friends left. And then I ended up deciding to make these photos from Saturday into like openables. So each picture opened up kind of like a card, and I was going to keep those flaps down by using the tab of the yellow folder. And then I created just kind of like a little, I don't know, a decorative little spot, if you will. And I get to use this heart, which mimics the paper, and then the pop of gold and that hooray. So we have the coordinating font that says celebrate and hooray. And then I'm journaling on sticker paper, and I'm going to stick that on the inside of the file. And then I'm going to do a little bit more decor in the bottom where the notes section is. And right now I'm securing that heart sticker on the left with some Tombow Mono glue because it kept popping up. And there I'm featuring my die cut flower, and I'm using these labels from a Stop the Blur kit to stamp Tea Party, but I did not space it out correctly, and I didn't like it in the end. I was very unhappy with the way it looked. I thought it looked messy and squished, and I couldn't handle it. And then, I stamped Road Trip on the top of that yellow car. And I decided to pop up the hooray and those 3 hearts with some foam tape. And I really am bothered by that, so I am going to take the label off and use one of these labels from Heidi Swap and her alphas to spell out Tea Party with stickers, and I much, much, much prefer the way that that looks as opposed to the very uneven, messy stamping that I had attempted. And I think it looks really cute too. And then I was trying to find something to put on top of the yellow folder, but then I got distracted by these photo corners, and I was like, I want to put these on some of the pictures for an embellishment. And then I'm using my signature puffy stickers as influenced by Jenny Garcian. And finally, I decided upon this banner sticker from Jen Hadfield's collection for the embellishment to go on the yellow folder, and I think it's perfect. It's just the right touch. So here's the finished layout, the full week. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss my content. And I will see you in the next video, friends. Take care, and remember that you are enough. Bye!